Hello people, I thought I'd just come and have a chat with you whilst Miss Madam is asleep. We had a very long day yesterday. You know, she amazes me, Zed does it. I know, look, you know, as some of you will know, Robert Cabrel's doing a series on So You Got Yourself a Malinois, and it's all about high drive dogs, and you know, I just want to totally support what he's doing here, because I don't think people understand when they get a high drive dog, be it a Malinois, German Shepherd, Border Collie, whatever. You know, if it's a working line dog, you really are sort of, your commitment has to be total. I mean, you know, little one here, I don't want to use her name because I don't want to wake her up because she's right behind me. You know, she is an amazing dog, but I have to say, I have put 2.5 years of really hard work into her. You know, no, I don't work, as you well know, because of ill health, but you know, I had my morphine put up to train her, so that I could, you know, keep up with her basically, and not be in such chronic pain all the time. I mean, I'm always in pain, but you know, Zed knows that. It's like yesterday I got an awful letter accusing me, allegedly, of fraudulently obtaining a free prescription. It isn't the truth, and I've sent the proof off, and my doctor will verify and the chemist will verify, so it's not a problem. But I got myself so worked up, I was so angry to be accused of such a thing, which I would never ever do. You know, now Zed is also trained in support work. I mean, she is a support service, medical assistance dog and protection dog. That is her job. And, you know, I was literally losing it. I was getting so angry, and you know, I rang them up, which is a call I had to pay for. It doesn't matter whether you use a mobile or not, you had to pay for the call. You know, they're always on the take, the NHS, one way or another. And you know, she was up on her hind legs, you know, putting her paws as far up as she could so that she could get me down lower so that she could support me. And you know, I will never ever cease to be amazed at how much support a dog can give you if only you give it the chance. You know, I just want to make a note here about, you know, expectation. You know, some lines, some breeding lines are just simply slow to mature. All my previous dogs, whether it's been German Shepherd, crossbred, Border Collie or what have you, have been competition ready by a year. Zed's 2.5. Agility should be competition ready. She loves being high up, you know, so that's not a problem. The only thing she might have a little bit of a hesitation would be with the blind tunnel, where they have to push through. But you know, it would only take me a couple of sessions of using competition equipment and she'd be ready to go. But I can't run, so yeah. But you know, I mean, she knows her back crosses, left and right back crosses, front crosses, turns to the left, turns to the right, blah blah blah. And it's such a shame, really. But you know, people get, you know, they have, you know, we are talking working line. You know, if you're not sure if your dog is working line or not, then I would be getting back in touch with the breeder and asking. And you know, we have to realise that not all working line dogs come out the chute, you know, ready to take on the world. I mean, Zed did, but that was a lot of fear-based stuff, and from not being able to get to food or get enough food. You know, I mean, expecting 7 pups to be able to eat off a small plate is ridiculous without them climbing all over the place. And you know, she did come in here as a little wild animal. She wasn't like your average pup. She was like a little wild animal. And you know, with the behaviour modification and stopping her biting, lots of timeouts, and you know, the one thing that I see and hear every day on the field is a lot of shouting and screaming, you know, and swearing at their dogs, if not kicking their dogs. And it's like, people, this isn't, you know, it's not going to help. I'm standing on the field with dog trainer written all over my coat. I do not mind people coming up and asking me questions or advice. I don't mind at all, as long as they wait for me to finish the exercise that I'm doing. You know, if they stand to the side and just wait for me, I'll see them. Well, I might. Zed will, and I will notice through Zed. So, you know, just be patient with your dogs. Don't expect them to get it all at once. They're not going to. And, you know, sometimes we have to use, you know, I prefer verbal markers, but if I have to bring a clicker in, I will, you know, click and yes at the same time so I can get rid of that clicker as soon as possible, because I just need all my hands. I've only got 2 and I need both of them for training, especially at the moment, because Zed's crabbing problem where she was coming across me is cured because I put my hands behind my back and she just didn't know where the treat was coming from, and it's also pushed her back a bit in her heel work, which she needed. So, you know, please always think outside the box. If you've taken courses online, which is, I've got to say this, and I'm not knocking anyone, it's not my preferred way of learning, because you don't have anyone at hand to say, wait a minute, you're doing that wrong. There's no one there to say that, you know. And I really do highly recommend, especially in the UK, using the Kennel Club non-profit making training clubs, which don't have like a 6-week, you know, training thing and then that's your lot. And it doesn't cost much either, and you only pay as you go. So if you don't go, you don't pay. If you do go, you pay. You know, so what I'm saying is each session is like, I don't know how much it is now, £5 or whatever. And that's what I would recommend with anybody with pups. But, you know, I can only reiterate what Robert Cabrera said. You know, if you're getting a working line dog, you can't do that and work. You have to be there 24/7. I mean, me and little one here, we are together 24/7 every single day. Every single day. And it's been that way ever since she was a pup. You know, if I go out to empty the bin, I'll tell her to stay. She stands on the chair and she stays, and there's open doors and everything. She doesn't come out. You know, I proof stays on the field. I put her in a down, stand, a sit, or whatever, and I will throw her favourite toy up the field, and she doesn't move. She doesn't move. I have to go and get it though. And then I walk down on and use Robert Cabrera's tactile touch to release her. And you know, it has worked ever so well, and I've woken her up, which I didn't want to do because we had a very, very late night. For us anyway. Her knee is absolutely healed now, isn't it? Hello, sweet pea. Oh, grumpy dog, have I woke you up? She goes, yes, you woke me up, mummy. But, you know, don't ever be surprised by dogs. I'm forever saying, don't underestimate your dogs. Please let your dogs help you. You know, they feel every emotion that you have. It's not just about body language. Zed, if she thinks I'm upset, she will come and sniff my eyes to see if I'm crying. And if so, then she's licking me and she's cuddling me and she's, you know, she's just there. You know, don't ever underestimate them. And be prepared for a lot of work. You know, you know, in the first year, Zed was having 5 hours of training a day, albeit split into, you know, little bits. But obviously, with the behaviour modification or the behavioural adjustment training, why we have to be so precise, I don't know. But modification and adjustment mean the same thing. So, yeah, I mean, yesterday, ironically, I bumped into someone who used to train under the same trainers as I did, which was absolutely wonderful. It really was. It, you know, and we were both agreeing, you know, that discipline is a very important part of a dog's upbringing, its raising, and, you know, that purely positive will never work. And it's so nice to have that agreed with by somebody of my era, that, you know, we trained with check chains, which is the correct name. They were never actually called choke chains in this country. Their name was check chain, and that's what they were used for, is to give your dog a check, not to strangle them. You know, I mean, what with the Finland's banned crates, I mean, the world's going crazy. I mean, pretty soon you're not going to be able to own a dog. But anyway, that's it from me. You know, thank you very much to the lovely lady that sent me a $7 donation. That's very much appreciated. It's been forwarded to the PC Savings Bank, which is a different bank from my other bank, so that, you know, it doesn't get touched at all. We'll get there. I think it's going to take a little while, but we'll get there. But every little donation is appreciated, and trust me, it's not being spent on anything else. It's just sitting in the bank waiting for there to be enough. There's no point in me buying a real cheap cruddy PC, people. It won't be able to do what I need it to do. So, you know, it's like yesterday I was trying to scan for emails, and I don't know how to make a PDF. I don't know how to do any of that. And you know, there was said, like, trying to help me, bless her, saying, you know, because I was getting so fraught and wound up, and eventually Stuart took me to the post office, and, you know, but the thing is, they didn't have a printer, so I had to go down to this tapestry and quilting shop, and they had a printer in there, so I could print everything and send it off. I've also sent them an email this morning. I don't like being accused of doing something that I would never do, would never think of doing. I can see why there's been a confusion, because I had a change of circumstances on the 26th, and they're saying that I claimed a script between the 18th and the 30th of September last year. Well, I didn't, because my last script was the 18th and my last benefit payment was the 25th, so it just doesn't equate, does it? Still, you know, that'll get sorted out. Anyway, lovely people, I just wanted to stop in. As you can tell, I've been to the hairdressers. Yes, looks better, doesn't it? I don't feel that I've got to... Yes, I have grown my fringe, people. I think it looks slightly more feminine. But it does mean I've got to straighten it, because I do have naturally curly hair. Anyway, that's it from me. I love you all very much. Thank you so much again for the donation. What I mean, you know, every little bit helps. It doesn't matter if it's 50 cents, 50p, whatever. It all goes in, and... you know, it's not being touched for anything else. I mean, the idea, as I said before, was to buy a camera, but if I haven't got a PC, then it's no good having a camera. But I would love to show you, Zed, how she works on the field. She's an amazing little girl, and I'm so proud of her. But it has taken work. Bonds aren't established overnight, people. They're not. You know, the more you put into your dog, the more you will get out of your dog. And I've said that time and time again, and this is why Zed is so good with me now. Is because she knows that I will always be there for her, keep her safe, keep her fed, keep her warm. I mean, she's sleeping on my bed all night now, aren't you? We didn't even get up till 1 o'clock this morning, which is really late for us. Anyway, people, do you want to come up a minute? Up. Okay, here she is. Hello. I love you too. You're a good girl, aren't you? She goes, you all right, Mummy? Yes, I'm all right, darling. She got a wavy, Zed. Wavy. Come on. Wavy. Wavy. Zed, wavy. Come on, wavy. Please like, share and subscribe. Oh, good girl.